Welcome to Sistering. This is a space where we strengthen each other through conversation and ideas and hopefully fun and laughter and, of course, some wine. So today, our first episode, we got to chat with one of my closest friends, Jess McDonald, here in Lowell, Massachusetts, and we talked about aging gracefully and what that means to us, which was surprisingly not as difficult a conversation as I thought it would be. But we did talk about aging and spirituality, aging and sensuality, and how we might better serve those who are younger than us by aging gracefully. So we hope you enjoyed the episode and continue to watch us as we build a strengthening space for people all over the world.
So I guess we had a similar thought and idea for having a show.
Divine planning, that's what I call it.
We were sort of on parallel paths that eventually merged, and they touched at certain points, and then lo and behold, we spontaneously showed up at a lunch together and boom.
It's so interesting to me that the touch points were not on this path.
No, not at all.
Which is, I find, very interesting.
No.
And I've learned to accept that in my life path, that the touch points might be actually the fruition of those things somewhere over there.
Right.
And you still gotta
because we had interactions when we worked at the same institution together, and you know, in and out, and very, you know,
hey, thank you. Did you check your email?
That was pretty much the extent of it. And then, you know, sort of talking about having a show, and you know, despite some other convincing, I'm behind the scenes. I like the production. I like building communities. I like, you know, seeing a project catch wings. You know, it's a beautiful thing. But you know, I felt like, you know, I needed the person, and you're the person.
Well, it's really funny because I described you as my angel. Because I was telling my friend Jess, who's going to be in our episode 1, that when I was probably 6, I said the perfect role for me, if they would just pay someone to talk to other people about ideas, to me, that was it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've been wanting to do a show for a really long time, but I just don't have that back end. I need an operations person. I need a producer. You know, I can do it, but it's painful. So you're my angel.
And so when the two of us, you know, sat and we decided to brainstorm, and it was amazing. Like it was like a meeting of, you know, spirits and souls.
Spirits.
And
I honestly don't know the difference between those two. I should.
Right. but you know, it was like we had the same wishes for the show.
Everything.
And
which is unusual.
It is unusual.
It's been, I'm not going to say a challenge, but I don't have a lot of people that I meet through acquaintance that I feel like have the same interests, kind of the same alignment. So I really appreciate that about you.
Yeah, I did not know you had such a deep spiritual side, and I think, you know, I knew you as like Franky Business, you know.
Franky Business.
Franky Business.
That's my mask.
And so to have that other side in which you were, you know, sort of looking for this outlet to connect others, and even with the naming, you know, we sort of went through, you know, what to call it, and it was more of a concept, you know, and it was, we knew what we wanted, and it was just a matter of finding that name. And so, you know, the concept of sistering, which is a carpentry term, you couldn't get any less spiritual and, you know, feminine than a carpentry term, and yet, you know,
perfect.
It's absolutely perfect. It's you know, having sort of a weak beam, or, you know, some weakness that you need to stabilize, and, you know, having other forces in your life, whether it's friendships or you know, people who love you, and you know, and that's what strengthens you. And so at every point, people have this in their life in which they need someone else, and they need to, you know, to gather their friends and their loved ones, and you know, it strengthens everyone. It strengthens the people who are supporting you, and certainly being supported. And so, that concept.
And even
of
if you're
sistering.
not weak,
Mm-hmm.
sistering is about,
Right.
in its
Getting stronger.
technical term, is about getting strong,
Yeah.
or using outside forces
Right.
to get strong if you're
Right.
weak. But even if you're not,
You can
you
be
don't
strong,
feel weak.
but you could have
you
so
s-
much put upon you
Yes.
that you are perfectly strong and stable, but
Yeah.
sometimes the forces will add more to your plate than,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, time to restabilize.
I think we
so-
find, I think we pride ourselves in our strength more than our weakness.
Oh, there's that vulnerability factor.
I think we do, and I think that having a space like this, a sistering space, a strengthening space, helps us connect with other women who are also strong.
Right.
This is the other interesting, I love the name, and thank you so much you came up with it in a second I heard it. We're like
was
doing the
like,
brainstorm, and the second I heard it, I thought, yeah, absolutely. Because it doesn't
Right.
matter if you're weak or strong.
Right.
You benefit from connecting with other people, women in this particular case,
Stories.
and realizing I'm not alone in this.
Right.
Or I've been really thinking a lot about this, and it's nice to hear new perspectives. So anyway, thank you so much
no,
for that.
I think it's a great concept, and that our wishes of having someone leave an episode or leave an exchange, with the sistering space and community in a stronger place. That together we strengthen each other, and it's.
And I hope they don't leave. I hope they
don't
stay
leave,
and stay connected,
they
and we
share
build a
their
community.
ideas, and we can build together. That's sort of the plan, and it's two girls with a dream, and we'll see where it goes.